Okay, now the type of tapping that I do, it's a little bit different, same sort of thing, but I use a lot of breath work. I use the emotional alchemy that I just taught you basically, and I find it makes it super powerful. We're going to do loads of breathing, and it's great because I just taught you a big key part of it, okay? We're using the emotional alchemy, the leaning towards it, the accepting that it's really there, the not running away from it. Plus, we're going to allow ourselves to really feel what we're feeling and say the negative things that are coming up. So don't worry about manifesting these things because you're thinking these all day long. What we want to do is we want to get them out of your head right now, and we're going to do that by tapping on them and sending them love. If you ignore them, they're going to persist. They're going to bang around in there, and you'll wonder why your manifestations aren't working out. This is what I was talking about right now. This is the focused time that you spend with your negative thoughts, okay? So just follow me. Know that you can't really do it wrong. You know, it's pretty easy to get right. You know, like some can be better than others, but just follow me and you'll be fine. Okay, so you're going to start tapping your chest. There's actually a sore spot, which is generally on the bikini bra line, the halter neck top sort of thing. And there's a sore spot there. So you can either feel around for that backwards and forwards. Should be like right there-ish. Okay, but you can use your whole hands and just tap. Okay. Tapping your chest, full hand taps. We're going to do enthusiastic tapping, enthusiastic breathing. Just follow me. Know that you can change anything that you need to change. So take a long, deep breath in. And sigh out with your jaw wide open. We want to get used to the breathing right now. So another breath in, and this time jaw wider, like you're biting an apple. Okay, keep tapping. Jaw really wide. Make a sound. Healing isn't always pretty. Sometimes it's silly, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's messy. So you just got to go with it. Last thing I want you to know is if you go to yawn, help it happen. Help yourself yawn and drop whatever you're saying and let the yawn come because it's really, really good for you and it will make the process more effective. Don't worry if you don't yawn. You might instead cough or get dizzy or spacey. Just means it's working, okay? Tapping the front of your chest, repeating after me. Okay. Even though I want to make more money, I'm afraid I won't be paid. I'm scared people won't value me. And I don't think it will work out. I'm scared people won't pay me. Where will the money come from? I feel this in my body. I feel it in and say where it is. Now remember, it doesn't matter where it is. You just got to keep tuning into where it is. It's probably going to move, maybe. For some people it does. Okay, take a breath. Sigh. Relax your shoulders. And open your jaw. Another breath, just like that. Big sigh, shoulders and jaw. All the way out. See, you want to keep pushing it all the way out. Okay. I choose to admit I'm scared. What if I'm not successful? What if I'm a failure? What if I really am a failure? And if you've got a different word, you can replace it. I want you to now feel what happens in your body when you say, what if I'm a failure? Or maybe for you, it's what if I'm a loser? What if I'm not good enough? Where do you feel it in your body? Give it that space that we talked about, and let's take a breath towards it. Do not change the feeling. Allow it to be there. Change your reaction to the feeling. Another breath. Lean towards it. Use your whole hands and tap the front of your ribs. It's a bit awkward. It's like where it juts out the most, and it's, if you've got big boobs, it's like sort of under your boobs, but just do your best. Okay. I choose to admit this isn't easy for me. I'm scared people won't pay me. They haven't in the past. It hasn't been easy. And I feel this. I feel this to a number of a, say your number. Yeah. Tap the inside of your wrists together. So like that part right there, really. See how it's underneath your hand? You can just tap them together. Okay. Now let's do a bridging belief for those of us that aren't quite there yet. Let's say, I'm open to the possibility of maybe one day soon loving myself completely. Maybe one day in the future. You see, some of us can say, I love and accept myself easy. Others, the whole nervous system will just go like that. So whichever place that you're at, it's okay. Just use what works for you. Tap the side of your hands together, right here on the karate chop point. Or you can even tap here, as long as you're getting that point there. Okay. I choose to admit I'm scared. People won't see my value. People won't believe in me. It's not going to work. Okay, so don't worry. We're only saying things that are banging around in there anyway. Tap the top of your head, right on the very, very top, okay? Use your whole hands. So you can tap around with one hand and tap the top on the other. For a long, long time, I've been really scared. People haven't believed in me. And this has made me feel heavy. Like sometimes giving up. Okay, we're going to tap our eyebrows. It's not over here. It's right here where the eyebrows begin at the bridge of the nose. Sometimes I feel like giving up. Nobody acknowledges me. They don't see my value. And I feel this to a number of a, and say the number, it might be the same or different, higher or lower, it's okay. People don't believe in me. And I feel this to a number of a, let's take a big breath on that. Do not change the number, simply breathe towards it and relax your heart. I love and accept myself. Or maybe I will one day soon. Tap your corners of your eyes. It's not up here or over here. It's right here in the corner. Okay. Even though it hasn't been easy for me, and I feel like I'll never accept myself until I believe in myself more. Until I'm validated by others, complimented and praised. I can never accept myself unless I make myself a priority. Take a big deep breath and sigh towards that. Oh, relax your throat. Oh, open your jaw. Oh. Any yawns come, help them come. Oh. Otherwise, just breathe all the way out. Another breath. Use your heart to relax towards the heaviness. And open your jaw to release the tension. Tap your cheekbones right up high. Now, this is not down here. This is up here near where you get the dark circles under your eyes, right on the front, on the bone. This is a really powerful point. So I'm going to ask you, don't go like this. Do not do that, okay? Just go like this, even if your nose fizzes and gets itchy. It's okay. Even though I don't feel valued at work, my clients don't see me. They certainly don't pay me. Let's exaggerate it like I did, okay? Don't just go, they don't pay me. We're going to go like this. Even though my clients don't pay me, and I feel this in my body, the pain of not being paid, and exaggerate it. I love and accept myself as much as I can. They're both good. If you don't need to say the second part, you don't need to, but, you know, just say it just in case. Hand on your heart, tap above your lips, take a big deep breath into your belly and draw it out. Big sigh. Ah, make sound. Ah, and lean forward. Ah. Tap under your lips. Even though this has been hard for me, and I secretly feel like a failure, I don't feel good enough, and this makes me sad. Tap your chest. This sadness in my body, this makes me defeated, disappointed, stressed, wishing it was easier, wanting to give up. Okay, now actually say, yep, I'm feeling these feelings. It's definitely been hard for me. So of course I feel this way. Of course I feel this way. Take a breath in, big deep breath, big sigh. Lean forward, open your heart. Jaw wide. Like you're biting an apple. Good yawn. Tap the front of your ribs. Okay, close your eyes. When I was young and I was just a kid, it was really hard for me. I wasn't always understood. I didn't always fit in. I didn't always understand myself. And I learned that I wasn't good enough. Tap the inside of your wrist. I learned that I would just fail. And this made me scared. Not good enough. Hard to handle. I choose to accept these feelings in my body. To notice that they're here. And to acknowledge that maybe I deserve to be loved. Maybe I deserve to be paid. Maybe I deserve to change my mind about this. Tap the side of your hands and now say, but that won't make any difference. How will that change anything? How will that change anything at all? It's not fair. I don't know how this will work. It's always been like this. And even if it's like this forever, which would suck, I'm still worthy of love and acceptance. I'm still worthy of being kind to myself. So I'm open to the possibility that maybe one day soon, maybe I'll figure it out. Tap the top of your head. Maybe I am good enough. Maybe I can believe in myself. And I'm open to making these changes. And I'm curious to find out. I'm curious to find out what will happen. Tap your eyebrows. So I choose to admit I have this remaining fear holding me back, not feeling good enough. And I feel it in my body. Tap your temples. It's scared for me. It's worried I might fail. I feel this fear in my, where? I feel this fear in my body, say it out loud. And I love and accept myself anyway. I admit I am really feeling scared. I am really worried I could fail. What if they see through me? What if I say the wrong thing? What if it doesn't work out? Okay, do this with me. Ah! Yeah? Take a breath. Big sigh. Ah! More. Ah! Just let the breath go. Ah! Tap the front of your cheekbones. Take another big breath in. Big jaw wide. Just surrender to the breath. Oh, lean forward just slightly. This heaviness, this fear is trying to stop that from happening. It doesn't want me to be rejected. It doesn't want me to fall down. And now say, no, shaking your head, It wants me to be safe. It wants me to succeed. But not if I get hurt. Hand on your heart, tapping the divot above your lips. So thank you, fear. I know you annoy me, but I choose to acknowledge and feel it. I choose to acknowledge. I choose to acknowledge. This fear is trying to help me. Tap under your lips. It's trying to keep me safe, and feel it in your belly. It's trying to keep me safe. So even though I have this fear, I choose to thank it for its help. Okay, now don't worry if you can't fully do this right now because it's not personalized, but just do your best to accept whatever is actually coming up for you. And accept means to acknowledge it, not necessarily like it. Okay, tap your chest. I thank this fear in my body. And if it's not ready to leave, if it really is scared for me, then I'll protect it. Now, this is such an important part. I'll protect it. Because it's a part of me that is vulnerable. It's a part of me that's been left out in the cold, rejected, not a priority, unacknowledged, undervalued. This fear of not being good enough, that people won't believe in me. It's hurt the most. It's the part of me that is really sad and scared, that was left out and rejected. And I've been pushing it away ever since. Okay, now say, no more. I choose to acknowledge this fear. Put some bass in your voice. I choose to acknowledge this fear. And to allow it into my body. Tap the front of your ribs. To open my heart. And allow it into my body. Because this fear is trying to help me. And this fear is really scared. Okay, now we're going to do that. One more sentence. I choose to allow this fear to open my heart and bring this fear into my heart. Tap these inside of your wrist. Let's do it. Let's do the emotional alchemy. Feel the fear. Breathe. Remember, it starts with your shoulders and jaw relaxing, heart relaxing. Feel it open, soften, open. Okay, if you finish breathing, that's okay. Take another breath. Keep tapping. So you're tapping the inside of your wrist. And I want you to relax your heart towards the feeling. Relax your belly and just then, like you're deflating like a balloon. Like your cells are expanding at the same time. It's almost like part of you is deflating, but then your cells and your energy body is inflating. That's actually exactly what it's like. Okay, so where are we tapping? Let's tap the side of our hands together. We're almost done this round. We're pretty much out of time. So let's take a big, deep breath in. Big sigh out. I thank myself for doing this today. And even though I have this remaining fear, this feeling of not being good enough, this feeling of not being paid, I choose to give it space because fighting hasn't worked. I wonder what would happen when I fully invite it in. I choose to accept all these feelings in my body. Even the ones I don't like. Because maybe I'm okay as I am. And maybe it's high time that I let people in, that I listen to the compliments, and I allow people to pay me. Tap the top of your head. Okay, I am allowing people to pay me now. What actions do I need to take to bring in more money? To give people opportunities to pay me well? Who do I need to ask? Who do I need to offer my services to? How can I finally receive compliments? What steps can I take to bring in more money now. Tap your eyebrows. Now, these questions are going to be so powerful because they're making your mind think consciously. In fact, I think I left that part out in the first part, but don't worry. Questions make your mind think consciously, and the answer will come to you over the next few days or so. Keep asking. What do I need to do to make more money? To align with money? Tap your temples, right in the corner of your eye. How can I call in more money? I am calling in more money. I am making more money. Okay, so we're tapping these thoughts in. These are your new beliefs. You do this enough times, they become reality. This is the truth. Tap your cheekbones up high. This is a good start, but you've got to keep tapping. I am believing in myself now. Exaggerate it, okay? Just exaggerate the words. I am believing in myself now. And I am loving and accepting myself more than ever before. And feel it. Hand on your heart, top above your lips. So even though it's always been hard for me, I'm changing my story now. It's felt like a struggle. It feels like a struggle. But I'm going to go ahead and honor the struggle. Tap under your lips. And I choose to accept this feeling in my body, to open my heart and lean towards it now. Oh, let's do it. Imagine your heart expanding, your shoulders relaxing, your forehead relaxing, jaw wide the whole time, not talking like me. Okay, tap yourself down. I would love for you to share your numbers now. And remember to stay on to the end because I've got a lovely gift for you that I really think will help you to continue this practice. But it's okay if they stay the same. It just means that you need more personalized work. We only did do sort of surface stuff. We didn't really go into your memories or childhood or, you know, the other things that you generally go into. If your number's going up, it just means that you have some numbness worn off and you're actually feeling it for the first time. So don't worry, that's normal too. You just need more tapping. Fabiana says she's at a 0. Superstar. That's great, Fabiana. Laura's at a 2. That's wonderful. That's going to make so much difference. When their intensity is reduced, then your actions will be different. Like, absolutely. And it'll be subtle. You know, when your programs start changing, you will see the world around you change. Okay, so Chris is at a 2 or a 3. So let's say a 3 or a 2.5, whichever you like. Now, here's the great thing. Even if we never see each other again, which I hope we will, but even if we don't, I want you to remember in 3 weeks to even 2 months from now, you will see some changes. Some people might be bigger than others, but it will be some level of change, something that's been stuck for a while. And it would just seem like life, like, oh yeah, like this thing happened. You know, this money started coming in, this opportunity opened up, I met this new person, I got this new job, whatever it is, just remember this, okay? Because this is what causes stuff like that. Oh, you're so welcome, Chris. Now, I would like to tell you all about how you could work with me further.